It's where I'm finally going to go in there. So I've been in Turkey, in Istanbul, twice now. Each time I try to go into the Hagia Sophia, but finally I'm going. I'm really going. So there's actually this thing in front of it because there's a Tulip Festival going on, and yes, there are a lot of people. The weather is kind of weird because it's neither cold, neither hot, and it's the line. You see, that's the line for the ticket offices. Fun.
Dur arayalım. Sen geliyor musun yanıma? Evet.
So this is the Tulip Carpet that they did for the Tulip Festival in April. And it's very pretty. Like I said, I've been in Istanbul 3 times already. Well, this is my 3rd time. And this is the Taksim Square where I've been each time. The 2nd time I was in Istanbul, actually I was here several times. And frankly, the Blue Mosque never gets any prettier. I mean, never gets less pretty. Never gets, you know, nice, not something to stare at. So, yeah, I could practically stare at it for hours and not get bored. It's just so beautiful. I don't know why, but it just is. This is what you see when you enter Hagia Sophia. So there's a couple of columns, probably from the first 2 churches, because there were 2 more churches in this site that were destroyed. And there's also a little cafe, probably a gift shop. And the first entrance leads to this hallway. Yeah, there you come in. And there's a historical so the history in a short form with pictures on the walls if you haven't read Wikipedia or a guidebook or something, and a couple of massive doors, and you go through here, and when you get through, this is what you see. Look up. Remember what I always say, always look up. The walls look marble. And yes, lots and lots of tour groups. Because everyone knows how much I like tour groups. Not watch some of my other videos. So as per usual, whenever I'm in the church, there's always construction going on. And they're still working on the silver day, so quite diligent people. And this is the dome. It is obstructed partially. Oh well, maybe I'll be back in a couple of years. And there's the upper floor. That's the way I came in. And there are a lot of people around. Yes, that's a mosaic of the Virgin Mary and Jesus. And directly under it is the mihrab, which tells you the direction of the Kaaba stone. So Muslims pray towards that. And there's a stair leading up to somewhere. And oh, there's a cat. Everyone's talking to a cat. It's kedi in Turkish. And up above, we have these calligraphic writings. Let's go on towards that place. This is the 16th to 17th century Islamic tiles, and they are also depicting the direction of the Kaaba. And it's in this little alcove thing. It's very pretty. This is the side part, as you can see. This is why this place still needs renovations. If we go over to this side, see, it's all restored. Probably different from what used to be before it was converted to a mosque. I do like Muslim architecture because of these very nice colorful tiles and all the motifs, because you know they can't depict humans, so they depict animals and plants, and they're very pretty. So as per usual, look up. In here was Sultan Ahmed's the first library and reading room. So this was built in 1739, and obviously back then if you had like 5 books it was a library. It's kind of hard to look through it, but if you can see, there's some seating things and tables. But you can't go in. Try to get a better vantage point. This is a marble jar, and it was used to distribute water and sherbet. And this one belongs to Hellenistic period, so 4th, 3rd century BC. And it was actually bought by Sultan Murad III in the 16th century, so not stolen, bought. It's from a monolithic marble, which means that the whole thing was carved out of one marble. Which is why you can't see any seams, obviously. So this is a wishing column, and you put your finger and you go around, and I'm guessing wishing. There you go. And it's on the left side from the entrance. There is a line usually. So to reach the upper gallery, you have to go through this tunnel thing. See, no stairs, luckily. Though it probably can get a bit slippery. So be careful. The view from the upper gallery is very nice, and you can see that in the middle they are renovating that massive light. See, it's huge. It's kind of sad that half of it you can't see, but oh well. Has to be renovated. Especially that part. Check that out. think that's an angel. It looks like an angel, kind of. Or a Holy Spirit, maybe. The most interesting part of the upper gallery is not really the gallery itself, but what you can see from the upper gallery. So you can see really high pictures a lot better. And because of this construction, you can barely see, but there's another mosaic there. And there's another one next to it, but you can't really see it much. See? And there's that really interesting one with the face. Because if you look around, of course it's also being renovated, but the upper gallery is basically a lot of columns and frescoes. So maybe once they're done with the renovations, they'll do more interesting things as well. Okay, so there's one interesting thing in the upper gallery, and that's the remains of this mosaic. It's from the 13th century, and as you can see, that's Jesus in the middle, but remains of Mary on the left and John the Baptist on the right. So they're saying that it used to look like this. But because when Istanbul became Istanbul, from Constantinople, they were plastered over, and that's what you get. So this part is being renovated, but I just noticed something on the column. See that? This Freemason signs. So this is the Comnenus mosaic. In the middle you have the Virgin Mary with the baby Jesus in her lap. And on the left you have the Emperor John II Comnenus. And on the right is his wife, Saint Irene, born Piroshka, who was the daughter of the Hungarian king, Saint Laszlo. Another mosaic. It's Christ on the throne, and Emperor Constantine IX, and Empress Zoe on the right. They're donating money for Hagia Sophia. This is a sundial in the garden part, so that's where you enter, and this is the way you go out. And there's a little sundial, and there's the part where they wash themselves, and also along the wall there's also foot washing facilities. And that's the exit. No, actually, that's sort of the exit. That's the exit from the church and mosque and museum. Where it is right now. So if you like this video about the Hagia Sophia, then I have more videos like this on my channel. Part informative, part showing you the place, part giving you tips. So do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you want to comment on anything, then feel free to do so. I usually reply. So see you in the rest of Istanbul.